As I said, as we saw in the last episode, one day it was bound to happen. One morning, the priest was called away because his wife had just given birth to a baby girl, and in his absence, the junior priest had taken over. Now, perhaps the younger man was not quite as intelligent as the old priest. Perhaps he didn't realize the importance of the discretion with which miracles are bought and sold. Perhaps he was just more greedy, I don't know. But he broke all the unwritten rules. He sat there on the temple steps, openly inviting the young dancers in, asking not only for their money, but also insisting on their favors, and all in the name of Shiva. Parvati was furious. As you know, when she becomes very angry, she transforms from golden-faced Parvati into Kali, the merciless goddess of death and destruction. And Parvati was very, very angry. Dragging her hair open, tearing away even at her own flesh, she emerged from the ocean as Kali, and she hit the temple with all the force of her rage. The ground shook violently, the earth snarled, the temple lurched towards the sea. The ocean around her began to spin. The waters of that ocean, they hit the temple again and again and again, the shrieking waves rising higher than the screams of the people as they tried desperately to save themselves, clinging to the pillars, to anything, clawing even at the flat stones of the courtyard to stop themselves from being sucked into the waters. But those howling waves were like giant whirlpools of death, gathering and pulling everyone. Dancers, musicians, priests, everyone down, deep down into the sea, drowning, murdering, annihilating. But even after she had killed everyone, the goddess did not stop. She kept hitting that temple, wave after wave after wave, till it had started to look like a broken doll. By now, it was standing almost on its side, at such an angle that it looked like it was going to fall into the water. The pillars were all broken, the corridors had fallen in, there was rubble everywhere. But even that was not enough for her. Kali had decided that no one would ever violate that temple again. So she merged into the waters around the temple, surrounding it in the form of the night tide. She became the night tide that would flow into the temple every day, because this way she could sweep in every evening into the temple to make sure that everything was exactly as she had left it, that no one had dared to come in there to dance again. And if anyone tried to disobey, she would be able to drag them to their death in her dark waters. She wasn't just going to put a curse on the temple. She had decided that she was going to be the curse on the temple.